the same roster that you saw last year. So based on what you saw last year, what's kind of game plan to attack that?
It's kind of the same thing we did last year, but stop Frank Kaminsky. He had a breakout game last year against. I think he had 28 points, and we've been scouting him for quite some time, knowing that we could both possibly be in this position. So I think there's a little bit more familiarity, and we know what kind of players they have. We can't just stop Frank. We have to stop Sam Decker, who's been playing really well, and pretty much their whole team. So it's going to be a team effort on defense.
From those final seconds last year to this point now, is this the matchup you guys are looking for to get back to the Final Four, basically in the same place, same situation, same thing on the line?
Yeah, absolutely. Being in the Elite Eight is an honor, and to go to the Final Four and playing against Wisconsin, you want to play against the best competition, and we're going to be ready tomorrow, and you can't ever take a team like Wisconsin lightly, or they'll beat you by 30.
How much did last year's loss stick with you and motivate you?
Not just me, it stuck with everyone. It kind of left a bad taste in our mouth, and that pushed us through the summer and to where we've gotten now. It's been motivation, but we're not trying to make this game any bigger than it is, and we just have to plan like it's any other game.
They're only missing like one guy from last year, but you guys are a different ball club. Is that the way you feel? It's a different team than what they faced last year?
Yeah, I pretty much think that they're the same team. I think they lost Russ, and that's about it. And we obviously lost Aaron and Nick, and those two guys are hard to replace. But surprisingly, I think we're better on offense than we were last year, and defensively, I think we're doing a good job as well.
You guys are one of the best teams in the nation in terms of getting to the free throw line. Wisconsin, the opposite. They're one of the best teams in the country in terms of not fouling their opponent. Is there an art to get into the free throw line, and what's the mindset in terms of going against this Wisconsin team?
I'm not sure if it's an art, but you just gotta kind of let the game come to you. If you're driving to the hole and you force up a shot, Wisconsin's not going to foul you. You just got to kind of draw the foul yourself. And against Wisconsin, we know that they're going to have long possessions, and they're not going to foul you. So it's just about being smart.
TJ, is there a story or an anecdote that you can share that explains how Sean has made you a better person, or a lesson that he's taught you that you will remember 10 or 20 years from now?
There's been so many, I can't really pick one out, but kind of the thing that sticks out to me most when I got here, I kind of had doubts that I could play at this level, and he kind of just reassured me day after day that I'm good enough to play at Arizona, and I'm good enough to play in the Pac-12 and on this level. And the confidence he added me, I loved it, and it sticks with me to this day.
When you were at Duquesne, you had opportunities to play teams on that level, and what were those experiences like?
Yeah, we played teams like Arizona, Pittsburgh, West Virginia, and we competed, but we just didn't have enough to get over the hump and beat those kind of teams. And I think that kind of prepared me to play at where I'm at now.
But you came out of those games not being sure that you belong to that level?
I would have good games against those teams, but we didn't play against those kind of teams every day. And my confidence was a little down, but Coach Miller just reassured me.
What happened once you got to Arizona to cement that confidence?
The year I sat out, honestly, was huge for me. Getting bigger in the weight room and stronger, and elevating my game. I was in the gym every day with our assistant coach, Coach Whitford, who's now at Ball State, and our whole staff. And Coach Stoudemire has made me a tremendous player.
Coach Miller's obviously got close. You guys have gotten close. How desperate is this team to finally break through?
I don't think we're desperate. There's the thing where we didn't win a Pac-12 championship since 2002, and we've done that. And it's not about us being desperate. We're hungry to get to a Final Four, and I've said this a lot. We can't make this game any bigger than it is. We just need to play Arizona basketball, and it's going to be a tough game.
You're going to get into coaching.
Yeah, I'd say I'm fortunate enough to play overseas, or even luckier to play in the NBA somewhere. After I'm done with that, I'd like to get into coaching.
How much do you see, a lot of people have said that you are an extension of Sean, and that you even remind people of him when he was in college as a player. How much do you see yourself like him personality-wise, and maybe as a coach down the road?
I think me and him personality-wise are pretty much spitting images, and I didn't really get to see him play much. Obviously, you know, he's a lot older than me, but yeah, just the passion we have for the game. I think that's the same, and you know, just the will to win. You know, we're kind of the same person in that area.